So today we will be taking a look at one of my favorite Mortal Kombat characters of all time. And one of the characters, whenever people ask me which character I want to see back in new Mortal Kombats, Movado is typically one of the characters I say. Now, Movado, if you don't know his story, he's a member of the Red Dragon. If you don't know anything about the Red Dragon, you probably know about the Black Dragon. You probably know about, obviously, Kano, Black Dragon, Cabal, Black Dragon, right? So the Black Dragon is actually people who left the Red Dragon. I believe Kano started this. Kano left the Red Dragon and created the Black Dragon. So the Black Dragon is just like some like degenerate, some degenerate group created that like it starts to become like new people and like people who leave the Red Dragon, right? So the Red Dragon's goal currently is to get rid of all of the Black Dragon members, right? They obviously don't want like these people who left their group to be running around creating new groups. So in this game, I'm pretty sure what happens with Movado is that Shang Tsung and Quan Chi, this is Deadly Alliance, by the way, they offer to, if he helps them, or if the Red Dragon helps them, they'll help them get the Black Dragon members, which is really what he wants is Kano. So yeah, that's really the story with Movado. I think what's cool about Movado too is if you notice a lot of people in the Red Dragon, like, or they come from the Red Dragon, they have cybernetic upgrades. Like Kano has the eye, Su Hao's obviously from the Red Dragon. He has the augmentation on his chest. And then you also have Cabal, right? So he doesn't have any of those. He didn't get any augmentations. He's literally just like, I'm throw hands the character. And he also, if you don't know, Cabal eventually becomes the leader of the Black Dragon, right? Movado defeats Cabal and takes his hook swords, which is why it's his weapon in this game. But let's take a look at Movado's gameplay. I think he looks cool. He looks sick. He has an alternate that is also sick that I'll try to show. I don't know if I can look at it here, but he has an alternate too I'll show. But cool character. Let's look into his gameplay. Let's see how he actually plays, and let's talk about how he is competitively. And I almost forgot to mention, Movado is only in 2 games. He's in this game, Deadly Alliance, and he is in obviously Mortal Kombat Armageddon. He's mentioned in Deception, like you can do like, I'm not gonna say he's mentioned, he's in Mortal Kombat Deception, like you can do like a mission for him or to find him or some shit like that, but he's not actually playable in Mortal Kombat Deception. He's only playable in this game, and he's playable in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. All right, so here we have Movado, his 2 outfits. I think they both look pretty cool. I like the alternate a little bit more. The pants are weird, like the pants don't really mesh. But I do think he has 2 really sick costumes. Like I think Movado would be like so dope for a redesign. I think he deserves it. So Movado has, let's talk about tier list placement. Obviously, take these all with a grain of salt, as I don't play Deadly Alliance competitively, never have. Movado falls, from what I could research, he's kind of like mid-tier, upper mid-tier, and we'll talk about why, but he's not a top 5 character or anything like that. I think he falls, I think he's like 8, 9, or 10, so kind of somewhere in that mid-tier area. But he has 3 fighting styles. He has Long Fist, he has Wing Chun, and he has Hook Swords. Movado, you don't, there's no point of you using the first 2 variations. You always want to be in Hook Swords, because the Hook Swords is really what make this character good. And like we talked about before, he stole these from Cabal. But let's look at some of the moves that he has that makes him good. Now, from what I was researching, what makes Movado decent, right, is this string right here. So if you see, this is a super fast low into high. So it's a super fast mix-up, right? And apparently if you duck this, he can just, okay, that's not what I wanted to do. But also he has, I believe it's, let me see, we might have to look up that. He has a string in this that's really good, that for the life of me I can't remember. I think it's this. Okay, I think it's this string. Boom, and it knocks down. So this string knocks them down, so then you could just go back into doing that. So that's a little nasty string that he has. So you always want to be using Hook Swords when you're playing with Movado. Movado is pretty straightforward in this game. you aren't really like when you play Movado, you aren't really going to be doing like super crazy things. Like you aren't looking for like insane, like just you're not looking for like just stupid stuff, right? He's a very straightforward character. His special moves suck. Okay, he has really bad special moves in this game. He has, I believe, just 2 special moves, yeah, and they're both ass. So you will rarely use these. First, he has this shit, which is ass. It looks cool, right? I don't think it actually kicks if you do it for super far, but I guess you would use this to close distance. If you're closer, he will kick. But if you're far away, you're just trying to close distance, do you do this? But you can't immediately tap a button after, right? Then he has this, not that. Then he has, where is it? He has chain size hooks, which is really bad. It literally is just a sidestep. It's just a faster sidestep. But I don't know. I think it would be I think the problem with this move, right, is that people when they sidestep, they do like I can't do it because I'm ass, but they do like the block thing like this. I wonder if you can do that. I don't know if you can do it sidestepping, but I don't see the utility of this move. Not this move. I don't see the utility of this move at all. I guess you can be like, oh, I dodged him. They're ass, okay? He just has very bad projectiles. Other than that, that's really all he has. Yeah, that's really all he has. He has this move, which according to the internet, this is a move that's not listed, and it's just like this sweep that he has. So he has that. It's not listed in the special moves anywhere, but he has it. But yeah, Movado is pretty straightforward. Like I said, you always want to stay in the hook swords. There's no reason for you to go to the other 2 variations. This is what makes him decent. So let's play a match with him. Let's do a fatality. Hopefully we'll actually fail a fatality this time and we can actually get this shit first try. So gonna immediately switch to hook swords. We're gonna do this annoying string. It does, damn, that catches him in the air. That's weird. And then I think the combo string is, Jesus, he died so fast. He literally just died instantly. Okay. I think Movado is a really cool character. I would really like to see him come back. I think it's 2. Okay. Wow. Okay, we did it. First try. Okay. Okay. What? Why did it look like that?
Hey, Sway Lee, hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Mortal Kombat Armageddon, as we typically are. Somehow, someway, we always end up back at, I mean, we have to go back to, literally every time we make one of these, we have to go to Mortal Kombat Armageddon. So, Movado in this game, I just want to make sure we're taking this with a grain of salt. It was really hard to find how good he is in this game. But the articles and things that I like the forum posts and the stuff I was able to find, most people have Movado top 5 in this game, which is insane if you look at the roster size for this game, that this motherfucker's top 5. Interesting thing about Movado, he returns, he still has the hook swords, but guess what? Cabal is in his game. He also has hook swords. So I don't know what happened there. So what makes Movado top 5 in this game? I wish I could tell you. Okay, all jokes aside, let's look at his special moves before we start talking about like what makes him good and things like that. So he has a bit more special moves than he had before, because last time he barely had shit. Okay, he had 2. So now this shit returns. Apparently this looks faster than it. So before this looked slow, or I think this is like way faster now. And I think it moves. I think this moves further. And it's faster. Okay, so I think they made this move a lot better. This move looks about the same. I'm gonna see if it still does the thing where, yeah, so this move, it looks the same, but this move is so much better. It moves faster. Does it move faster based on how close you are? Because it looks like it moves faster when I'm closer. And it moves further. Maybe I'm just imagining that. Anyway, that move looks a lot better than it did before. He has a buff. Now, if you look at this buff, right? It's literally the same buff that Suhao has. Why do they both have the same buff? Because they're both part of the Red Dragon. So if I do a jab, 8%. When I do the buff, do the jab, 11%. So it does 3 more damage. Similar to what the same shit Suhao has, because they're both members of the Red Dragon. Both has a cooldown. For some reason, I don't know, they have the same move. Then he has this low grapple slide, which is different. So he didn't have that before. Now he has this fucking low grapple, and it's a low, so that's, I'm assuming that's pretty good, because I typically find that lows are good in like these games. And then he has an escape, right? He can grapple backwards. He can be like, huh, goodbye. So now his grapples, you know, he has more expanded grapples. He has his grab. So when I was looking up to see what made this character good in this game, people said that some things with his grapples were kind of broken. But the big thing that I saw is that Movado gets a lot of damage from aerial combos. This game has aerial combos. If you don't know, this game does have aerial combos. And people say that the aerial, like the combos you get in this game, like the damage that Movado gets, is actually fucking insane. So I'm not even gonna lie to you and act like I could do it. But just that right there is 20%. And that's not even me doing the combo. So what I went and did, I went on YouTube and I said, you know, I know one of these YouTube motherfuckers gonna be able to do this shit. So here's a video of an insane Movado aerial combo. So as you can see, Movado gets some nutty ass damage in this game. Like, he gets so much aerial damage in this game, it's actually broken. So in terms of Movado's character, I really like him. I like his story. I wish that, like, because the Red Dragon isn't really explored at all in the new games. They don't talk about the fucking Red Dragon. I would like to see some expansion of the Red Dragon lore in the future Mortal Kombat games. I would love to see Movado come back. I don't want to see Suhao come back, even though he's a member of the Red Dragon. I would love to see Movado come back and kind of jumpstart them, like really digging back into the Red Dragon, like, because the Mortal Kombat story is basically starting over, right? It's like a reboot, or maybe a reboot. Who knows? Okay, the shit could. Who knows what's gonna happen, right? But I would like to see, like, when Kano left the Red Dragon, or right, and started the. I would like to see the start of the Black Dragon, right? Like early Kano. I would like to see like Movado being like, okay, I gotta go get Kano. Now we have this Movado, like this Red Dragon versus Black Dragon, like start. I feel like there's so many things they could do with like the newer Mortal Kombat games that aren't being touched. Like the Chaos Realm is rarely talked. Like they rarely talk about the Chaos Realm. Like there's so much lore, and it just kind of feels like it's getting pushed to the wayside versus the stereotypical like Earth Realm, Nether Realm, and Outworld type of story that they have been popping off. Like they've been expanding stuff, but there's so much cool shit that Mortal Kombat can like tap into, and I think Movado could really jumpstart the Red Dragon portion of that. In terms of character, I like Movado. I like him a lot. He's fun. He's a very combo-y character. Like you do a lot of cool combo things with him. His special moves aren't super exciting, but for me, I just like combo characters that look cool. I'm a basic guy. I like combo characters that look cool, and Movado fits into that. So if I had to rate Movado, I think design-wise, I'd give him a 10. I really like how Movado looks. I really like how, like, not even just costume wise, as a character, I would give Movado a 10. This is the character from the 3D era that I think could fit the best in modern games, and I think would be the coolest in the modern games. I really, really like Movado, like a lot, and I feel like he's such an underrated character. He's so underrated. Nobody talks about Movado. He's so underrated. He's so cool. So cool. What character would you guys like me to cover next? I'm glad that I'm making this to a series. I think I'll switch up some things. Like I'll adjust some things, and I've been reading the comment section. Like some people were like, "Hey, you should like do a match in the game and do a fatality and stuff like that." The only reason I don't do matches in Armageddon is because the fatality system kind of sucks. I'll probably start doing it just because, but yeah. Let me know which character you guys would like to kind of see a in-depth. Analysis is as in-depth as I can possibly get. As you can see, the time from this video from the last video was quite longer, so let me know in the comment section any thoughts, opinions. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, as it helps me move up in the algorithm, and I enjoy making these videos and I want to keep making them. So as always, motherfuckers, pass class, don't eat ass. I'm out this bitch.